What's up, guys? Got a new power system for the Traxxas TRX4M. So they finally have a cool little brushless system. It's ESC antimotor. It's 3350 kV. My box is a little messed up, sorry. Yours will probably come a lot better. It's super easy to plug in or install, sorry. It's pretty much plug and play, just totally swaps out the existing system that's in there and has a pinion on it and everything. So we'll do a quick little unboxing here and then we'll do a little install vid also. So yeah, so yours won't be messed up like mine. Had a little mail problem. So here's the cool little ESC for it. It does everything built in. So this is a 3-channel, you call it ECM brushless. Has their ID motor. Let me see. Whoa, oh, oh. There we go. So there's the motor. Looks like it is like a little outrunner style, and it's got a pinion on it. This will work on either the TRX4M or the MT. I saw a bunch of people have put it on the regular M, the crawler, so I decided to give it a try on the monster truck. So there's a little adapter here, and then there is a set of instructions, and you're pretty much just going to take the exact space of the original stuff. So it's pretty much just you're swapping it out, plug and play, bind it up and go. There is 3 different modes in it. I forget what they call them. I believe it's when you go to turn it on, you can set it up which way you want to set it. Also, sport mode, trail mode, and crawl mode. So yeah, definitely pretty cool to try out. Trail mode, I mean, everyone's running out in the crawlers just for regular cruising, and crawl mode obviously for the crawlers. But I think sport mode should be pretty good for these monster trucks that need a little extra oomph. So yeah, let's do a little install here on this bad boy and show exactly how easy it is to do it. Alright, so bust out these instructions here. So yeah, just remove the original one, pull the transmission out. You have to add the mounting plate for the new motor. Looks like it gets set back a little further back. So yeah, pretty easy. So let's slap this body off here. Oop, I forgot my lights plugged in still. And use some the Traxxas tools here, but I'm gonna use an electric screwdriver just to get them out a little faster. Oh, that is a smaller size. Even smaller. Forgot these M's have the small stuff. So make sure you keep track of your screws. You will use the exact same screws. So that's 2 for this. Everything's easy identifiable, so you can just pull that out, toss that to the side, and then you see the angles are the exact same there. You just swap them out to which one it is. So set that there. So just go and line it back up. I don't fully tighten them until I have all the screws in. So you kind of line it up, makes it easier to line them up. So now that they're both going, you can go all the way to tight. Just makes it easier to line everything up. So here I think we have to pull the battery out probably, because the transmission should be, I don't think you need to, but we're going to pull it out just so less wires are seen in the way. Yeah, so you can use the battery tray. So, like there's this one. These are Pretty small little screws there. So there should be 4 of them here. Keep them all together. And there should be a 4th one here. So when you pull all this out, the drive shafts will just drop out. So remember, when you go to put this back together, you gotta line all those back up. Oh, that's what you do have to take the battery out, because you need to cut this little zip tie and unroute the wire. Alright, so just kind of remember where it routes through for when you route the new motor through. Motor wires, sorry. Alright, so you get the whole truck there, and toss that to the side. So now you just have motor and transmission here. So we got past that, and then now you just kind of fully take the whole thing apart, and then we'll realign everything back together. So it'll be all these screws here on the front side of it, the non-motor side. Let me grab this one from earlier. So there should be 4 of these also. Alright, so now we'll remove this side. Keep that screw to the side there. And then pull that off. And then just do a little wiggling. And we can get it all just to drop out there. So that keeps the gears a little more lined up. So when you go to put everything back together, it's a little easier. We'll use the foam to keep it together. And now there should be just the 2 bolts, 2 screws for the motor. And I don't believe we use those ones again because we have that adapter. So the motor you can toss to the side, put it with your old ESC. And you'll grab your new motor and your new hardware bag. Sorry for my squeaky chair. So it shows mounting to the side, and then you'll take this, mount them this way with the small ones. So you have to mount this plate on it by itself first, and then you'll use the other screws to mount the actual transmission to this plate to the motor. Alright, so it shows the motor's going out the side over here, so I'm gonna try and follow that same thing so I don't make another mistake. And Just kind of look through there and see if you can line the holes in the mount up as best you can. So I'll get the first one in a little bit. I'll toss the other one in first, and then I'll tighten them up all the way. Everything looks like moves well, and then you just do the reverse and put it all back together. So that's the screw for the drive shaft. So just lightly take this. There's bearings on this side to help keep it adjusted, but just line it up how you had it. And I'm already showing you guys the wrong way. So you're gonna put the drive shafts at the bottom to line up with the bearing down or bushing down here. And then just like a little wiggle. And oh, there you go. So you can spin the motor and see that it spins real well. And remember where all my screws were. So those were to mount that down, and these ones are for the actual case again, and then we'll put the drive shaft on last. Generally do like you put a car wheel on, do a little star pattern just to evenly get everything in. Once you have the first two in, you can take the pressure off of it and then slowly do them all. And this electric screwdriver is it's a lighter power. I don't use like my bigger DeWalt's on the small stuff like this because it will strip the plastic. This one is a little calmer, so trust it to do, not totally kill the plastics. So line up the screw with the hole in there. There's a flat spot on the shafts there, so it makes it easier to go in. Toss that in, and there you go. So now you got the motor. Let's double check, see if they gave us any tips here. Just says install the transmission, the fork, put them back in there, and then looks like we'll just plug it all in and bind it. So that's pretty easy. So let's see, the motor goes in this way. So we put it in, I'm gonna angle down this way so we can line up the rear drive shaft first, and then we'll line up the front one, and then we'll bolt it all in. It's generally the way I've had the best luck. We're trying to put them in here rather than do the rear one again or stuff like that. You can just kind of easily, probably easier if I do it upside down. I should sideways. Unless you get it stuck. Alright, these smaller cars, it's a little more difficult. So, yeah, it goes this way. Alright, so we got the rear one lined up. Oopsie. Had it for a second. So, yeah, this is just generally the hardest part just because it's just such a small, tight little area. Sometimes they go easy. Just getting it lined up. Oops. Alright, there we go. So I got the front and rear one lined up there. So now you just gotta line the transmission back up so you can bolt it back in. There we go. So it's just 4 little small screws. The back ones, it is a little harder to see because of the battery thing there, but if you get the lighting just right, you can kind of see it's pretty close to the transmission there. And you're good. So there we got the motor in there all nice. Transmission bolted back in. So now we just need to route the wire kind of the same way we had the old one routed. Go up through here and then go back down through here. That way the battery keeps the whole thing lined up there. And then send this back on up. And then it goes in the back plug right here. So there's 3 dots, so just line up where the empty one is. Plug it in. And there you go. So next we just need to bind it. I'll toss the battery back in there and then we'll bind it. Alright, so we'll toss the battery in here. We'll plug the lights in and stuff after. Oh, I forgot to plug the servo in. Channel 1. So alright, so we got it all mounted up in here. We will probably toss a little zip tie in here just to keep this back together like it was on the existing setup. Yeah, steering works. It's in sport mode right now, so it's got a lot more power. I'll do a couple of close-up videos and then we're gonna take it outside and have a little fun, try and jump over some things. So yeah, definitely super easy install. Everything feels really good so far. And here's the product: TRX4M Brushless power system, 3350 kV, ECM brushless. It does still have the plugs for the lights and everything. And yeah, definitely super cool rig for the upgrade for the price, and you know, plug and play in here. So yeah, check out this outdoor footage of having a little fun.